Let's go!
Wish everybody out there a super happy Valentine's Day. That's right, it's that special time of year. And after 32 years with the same Valentine girl and doing premarital counseling now for I think about almost 20 years now, some things have become very clear to me as it relates on how to have a strong marriage and how to build a strong relationship with your wife or soon-to-be wife. So here are some of my best tips for Valentine's Day. And so I want to just start with this one thought, and that is the world has what I call the 50-50 plan. And that is you do your half, I do my half. It's almost like a business arrangement, and then everything will be fine. But that plan has failed miserably because nothing is ever 50-50 in a relationship. I mean, sometimes it's going to be 80-20 you. Sometimes it's going to be 80-20 her. Sometimes it's going to be 70-30, 60-40. Sometimes it does work out to be 50-50. But the idea is not to do your part and her do her part. The idea is to complete each other to make 100% effort towards the common goal. So here are my best tips on how to have a fantastic Valentine's Day and to start to build that relationship that will last and go the distance. Number one, you have to know what she does. Know what she does. Listen to me. Guys, this is a call out, this is a shout out to you. Regardless of whether she is a stay-at-home mom or she works outside the house, you need to be aware of what responsibilities she has each day. And I can guarantee you this, her to-do list is probably choking the life out of her time and out of her energy. So be mindful of her and appreciate the many sacrifices that she makes. And number two, allow her to burn bright, but don't let her burn out. You see, the best time to begin helping your wife to be that shining star that she's designed to be is right now. Don't wait until she burns out before propping her up if she needs you. And sometimes that means you have to pitch in, and even when you're on empty, sometimes you got to give more. And number three, be a player and not a spectator. It takes two to make a thing go right. Remember that old song, it takes two to make a thing go right? It takes two to make a marriage work. It takes two to run a household. Be fully involved in every aspect of your family's life, and you'll be better for it. Now, I know work is hard, but your job doesn't give you permission to be the king of your castle and not help out around the house and be the man that God's called you to be. And number four, you got to stop trying to fix her. That's right, stop trying to fix her. If there is one thing I've learned over the last 32 years, it's just be able to listen. That's all you need to do. And if she wants you to offer solutions to fix a problem that she might be experiencing, I guarantee you she'll ask you. And let her talk for as long as she needs. You'll thank me for this one a little bit later. But number five, be a teammate and not a coach. Marriage is not a dictatorship. You are there to carry each other's burdens. You're there to complete each other, not to compete against each other. You're there to cry with one another, to laugh with one another, to support one another through the hard and difficult times in life. You aren't just two people living together, like I said earlier, in a business arrangement. You are a beautiful union of two people who covenant and has a covenant with each other to love each other forever. And number six, you got to speak life to her. You got to encourage her. You got to let her know what you love about her. Help her to see the greatness that she has inside of her. And when you see she's down or she gets discouraged, be the man that lifts her up and brings light and hope back into her life. Become her shield and her staff. And number seven, and this is one of the most important things I can teach you. Number seven, you've got to pray for her. You've got to pray for your wife. It's one of the most important things you can ever do to help her become everything that she's created to be, is to lift her up in prayer. You got to speak to God. Tell God how much you love her. Let him know that you appreciate her, and let him know all the things you appreciate about her. This means you got to ask for his help from time to time, and you got to ask him how you can be a better spouse to her. Ask him to comfort her and to help her see herself as he sees her. And you see, prayer is one of the most significant ways God has shaped me in my own marriage. The Bible says in 2 Corinthians 12:9, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly of my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. And I know that a lot of men right now watching this video, that they feel like they failed in this area of their life. But I want to encourage you right now, my brothers out there listening to this right now, I want to encourage you, you do not have to be perfect. You do not have to be perfect. God promises to fill in the gaps where we come up short. He promises that if we'll take responsibility, we'll own up to our shortcomings, He'll supply everything that we lack. And even when we've had some setbacks and failures in our past, it doesn't mean that we can't have a brighter future. So go tell that Valentine how much you love her. And if you're a woman reading or listening to this, make sure you tell him you love him as well. Don't just say it, but show it. You guys have a great Valentine's Day. God bless you guys. Take care. We'll see you soon.